tell you what, we have done some great service
I'm
this
telling you,
summer.
this has been
We're some of the best servants I know.
I mean, great summer. Best summer that I think I have ever had in my entire 93 years of living. Hey, Mr. Miller, how you doing?
Hey.
How's the window doing?
Oh, it's great. Thank you so much for helping. You kids are so kind.
Oh,
Yeah, look at that sound, Mr. Miller.
See you later, Mr. Miller. Wow, is this clubhouse not fantastic looking?
Yeah.
You know, Mr. Miller, he really isn't mean after all. He's pretty nice.
Wow, that was totally fine.
I know! The kids at the shelter loved what we brought them. They were so excited. They loved our toys.
That is awesome. Really good ideas, gang.
I'll tell you a great idea. My idea was to start a servants club to begin with.
Well, what's even a better idea is my idea to build the clubhouse for our servants club.
Excuse me, but I baked the most cupcakes and made us some money.
And who do you think has donated the most money?
Hey, now, when it comes to service, I serve others all the time.
Y'all stop arguing. It was my idea too. Just the other day
Oh, no. Just when you think these kids have learned something and are tapping into God's power about being the kind of servants He wants them to be, they act like this. This is a job for the invisible servant. Yeah, invisible servant? Hey, listen, kids in Servantville need you. Come quick. Okay.
Hey, what is that?
Oh! I didn't see you come in. Well, you wouldn't. I'm invisible, remember? Right. Okay. Well, here's the problem. The problem is we need to teach the kids of Servantville to be the kind of godly servants that they need to be. You know, they're more concerned about what they did and what they gave as opposed to who they gave it to.
You know, that's one of the most difficult problems for people to overcome. Even the ones that have been doing good for others for a long time, they just seem to have a hard time holding on to humility and serving other people the way Jesus would have us to do. I'll handle this.
Thank you very much.
Why, just the other day. Whoa, I can hardly see you. But I can tell you ain't from around here.
You can say that again.
You ain't from around here.
Who are you anyway?
I'm the invisible servant. Now you have already met Iron Leader, and you have already met Lantern Man, who is also called Oil Lantern, and you have also already met Captain Gibb. Well, I'm also a superhero for God, because God has filled me with His loving, kind spirit so that I can learn how to serve other people the way Jesus did.
We serve others. We just helped Mr. Mitchell and some kids at the homeless shelter.
I know, I've seen so many of the things that you're doing, and what you've done is great. But are you listening to yourselves? Talk to one another. Are you so busy patting yourselves on the back for what you've done that you can't see who else needs help?
Well, shouldn't we get something for doing the right thing?
It's called joy. And God is pleased and happy with us when we serve Him without trying to get a reward. Let me tell you a story about Jesus. Let me tell y'all a story about Jesus too. And I'll go back and forth so I can talk to them and so I can talk to you too. So we'll do this like this. But let me tell you about Jesus. You know that Jesus was the Son of God. And Jesus, being the Son of God, was in heaven. And He was in heaven with God, but then He left heaven and He came here to live in this world to die for us. But while He was here, He showed us how to serve others the way God wants us to.
Yeah, but how do we do that?
Well, he tells us in John chapter 13. And in John chapter 13, we have the story of Jesus being with his apostles in the city of Jerusalem. They are there for the Passover meal. They come together to eat this meal, and Jesus knows that he's going to die that very next day. And his disciples don't think he's going to die. His disciples think that Jesus is going to set up a kingdom in this world and be a king all over this world, and they would be his top men. And so they are arguing about which one of them was going to be the top of all of them.
Kind of like we were doing when you came in.
I don't like that. So Jesus sits there and he's watching his faithful followers argue about who's going to be the greatest. He doesn't say a word. He just stands up. He walks over and he wraps a towel around himself. And then he fills a bowl with water. And he comes back to each of his disciples. And he bends down beside them and he begins to wash their dirty, smelly feet.
Gross! I wouldn't touch anybody's dirty toes.
That's the whole point. It was a lowly job that nobody wanted to do. But these disciples, Jesus, were horrified that Jesus, their leader, their teacher, their king, would stoop to doing such a dirty job that only a servant should do.
Wait a minute. Why did he do it? I mean, he was God's son. What was the point?
He just kept gently washing their feet. Because you see, what he wanted them to know, I'm sorry, I'm not humming. What he wanted them to know and what he wanted them to learn, that we are to serve others with a heart that God would have us to have. He wanted us to know that it's not about who we are, it's about whom we serve. Because Jesus didn't come to this world to be served, he came to serve.
Oh, so in other words, it's not all about us.
It's about what we do.
You're getting on the right track. And when we serve others, it's not about just giving them things. It's about giving them ourselves, our time, our talents. It's about giving ourselves to help other people.
That's what serving is all about. I think we're finally beginning to get it. That's why we are learning about being in the Servants Club from this perfect written play.
Right. And you know something? I feel horrible. This morning, I saw Mr. Miller struggling to sweep his porch with one arm, and I did absolutely nothing to help him. I feel awful. I think I'm going over there right now and help Mr. Miller.
Hey,
We'll help
we can
you.
help.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
I'll get my dad's lawnmower and I'll get his yard.
Hey, you know what, guys?
Huh? What?
Mr. Miller told me today that he's got us a doctor's appointment this afternoon. How about we go over and take care of all that needs to be done in his yard while he's gone and leave before he gets back?
Hey, just like an invisible servant, we can surprise him.
You are well on your way to becoming superheroes for God. Because now you learn.
How to lead. How to be loyal. How to give.
And how to serve like Jesus. Every one of you, if you will live for Jesus and put him first and listen to his will, every one of you can be superheroes for God.